Hi, my name is and his name is Durva.
Okay, I am going to tell you the Gruffalo. So once there was this mouse who was very smart. Once he was walking through the woods and he came by a fox. The fox said, "Ooh, what a glorious meal to eat you." And then he's like, "Don't eat me. Oh, I am coming. No. Yeah, I am coming to meet the Gruffalo. He's big and he's scary. And his favorite food is roasted fox." And he's like, "Roasted fox? I'm out of here." And then he keeps walking around this forest. Then at the stream he finds an owl, and then the owl is like, and then he's on a branch, and then the owl's like, "I will eat you, my mouse." And he's like, "Don't eat me, but I am having food with the Gruffalo." And his favorite food is owl ice cream. And then he's like, "Oh, I must hide." And then he keeps walking through the forest, and then he meets a snake. The snake is like, "I'll eat you." And he's like, "Don't eat me, I'm gonna eat with the Gruffalo." And his favorite food is scrambled snake. And he's like, "Scrambled snake, I must hide." And then he
hid.
Yeah.
And then hide.
And then mouse was still walking through, and then the fox and the owl and the snake had a meeting, and he's like his favorite food is roasted fox, and then the owl's like, "No, ice cream." And then the snake's like, "Scrambled snake," and they're like, "Oh, he tricked us." So mouse was walking. Then he saw the Gruffalo. It was real. And then it was standing right in front of him, and he's like, "Mouse is my favorite food." And then he's like, "Ah!" And he runs. Then the Gruffalo gets him. And then he's like, "Don't eat me." And he's like, "Follow me." And they walk. And then they meet the fox, and he's like, "Hello, fox." And then he sees the Gruffalo, and he's like, "Ah!" And he runs. And then when they meet the owl, he's like, "Hello, owl." And then he sees the Gruffalo, and he's like, "Ah!" And then they meet the snake, and he's like, "Hello, snake." And he's like, and the snake is like, "Ah!" And then the Gruffalo got hungry, and he said, "I'm gonna eat you." And then the mouse was like, Mouse's tummy grumbled, and he said, "Now I am hungry." And he said this, "My favorite food is Gruffalo grumble." And he's like, "Gruffalo grumble!" Ah! And then the mouse finds a nut, and he starts eating. And then now Om's going to tell the story, but I'm going to tell you the Gruffalo too after this.
Okay. Which story should I tell?
You decide.
The 3 little pigs and the big bad wolf.
Oh, so once there were 3 little wolves and their mom. And then the mom wanted them to make their own house. No, they wanted them to make a house. And then they made one out of bricks. And then they played tennis. And then they
went for a walk.
No, the big bad pig came, and then the big bad fat pig, and And then he threw something and fetched it and broke down their house. And then they ran and asked all these people for things, but the big bad pig always broke it down. But then they asked for flowers to make it out of a house, and then they did it. But then they did it, and then when the big bad pig was about to do it, when he breathed it, he smelled it.
He smelled it.
He smelled it, and then
He took a breath and he smelled it.
and then it smelled so good.
Oh, the smell of flowers.
And he sniffed again and again and again until he started dancing. And then all the wolves came, and then they thought it was a trick, but he totally did. Well, he totally did love the flowers and the smell of it. And then he started dancing even more, and he was closing his eyes like.
Are you done?
Done, right?
I have a story.
And then the men,
Hands down.
they plopped.
Okay, so
Okay,
I
hands
have,
down, hands
instead
down,
of
hands
Gruffalo
down.
2, I have a way more better one. It's called Tacky in Trouble. That was a penguin named Tacky with his companions, Goodly, Lovely, Angel, Neatly, and Perfect.
Sit.
Like, he lived
Come
with
in the
them.
screen.
And he always gave a slap on the back and he was like, "What's happening?" That's how he greeted people. And
Hands down.
yeah, and once he was like, when it was nap time, he was like, "Let's go surfing." And then they're like, "Okay, you go surfing." So he had his shirt on and he was sailing with his shirt, and then he came to an island which was
No.
Africa.
Screen.
He came to an island which was Africa, and then he was walking. He met different penguins, which were birds, and then he saw a big giant rock.
That was the elephant.
And then he climbed on it and then did some jumps. And guess what? His shirt had pictures of roses on it. And then elephant saw him, and then she saw all those roses, and she's like, "Oh, that's beautiful for my little party. Need to decorate." So she took him, and he's like, "That's no rock." But her name was Rocky. And then when she took him, she started dancing like, "Whoa! I have a good thing with flowers." And then he's like, "But I'm a penguin." And then she's like, "What's a penguin?" And he's like, "Of course you know." And she's like, "Prove that you're a penguin." And then she takes off his shirt and then first he messes up everything, and then she's like, "My tablecloth." "You are perfect. Now my tablecloth is all good and gold and all that colory stuff. Of you, and I don't need these beautiful blossoms. You can have him." So he sails with this odd piece of ice that's brown, which is a rock. And then he sailed, and then Goodly, Lovely, Neatly, Angel, and Perfect see him. And then they're like, "Yay!" And then they're like, "Tacky's an odd bird, but he's a good one to have around." And then on the last page it shows, and Rocky loves her colors, and then the picture is like, Rocky right here, like, and then her tablecloth is so colorful, and she's like, yes. And can I tell you Tacky the penguin?
Yeah.
Tacky the penguin. So like I said, he sang lots of songs. He did all that weird stuff. And then once there were these hunters.
Oh
He
yeah.
said, we'll get rich, rich, rich.
Wait, I have that story at my school.
Yeah, and then Tacky's everybody runs, and then Tacky's like, he stands still.
Yeah.
And then he looks at the mod, and he's like, we are gonna get you. And you penguin, and he's like, oh, aren't those birds that sing songs? No, that was at the end. Those birds that. Is it that birds who greet each other? And then he slapped one of the hunters on the back, and he's like, what's happening? And then he says, oh, is it that those birds that love to dive in the pool? Then he dives in the pool and does his cannonball, and then he splashes, and then the hunters are all wet, and then the last one he's saying how many toes does a fish have? Super loudly, and he's like, how many toes does a fish have? How many wings does a cow have? And then all his penguins and his companions join in, and then the hunters had enough. They ran away. Looking not so strong. The end.
Okay, you want to go off?
No.
Okay, say then something. Say.
So I'm going to tell you a story called, I made up one. So,
wait, I got one. It's Frog and Toad Christmas Eve. Super funny.
can I stand
So
on
once
this?
there was this guy named Toad. He was inviting Frog over for Christmas Eve, and then Frog was late, and then he was getting worried. First he thought this: what if Frog is stuck in a hole? Oh,
Hands down.
oh, and he can't get out. What
Hands
if
down.
Frog is lost in the forest? What if Frog is being chased by a big giant monster? So he takes her over and he's like, I'll pull Frog out of the hole. And then he takes a lantern and he's like, I will show Frog the light. And then and then he takes a frying pan and he's like, I will beat this monster with a frying pan. All of its teeth will fall out. So he went out, and then Frog was there with a present, and he's like, sorry I'm late. I was wrapping your present. And then he's like, you're not? It's stuck in a hole? You're not being chased by a big monster? You're not lost? And he's like, no. No. And she's like, okay. And then they have a good Christmas Eve together.
That was very short.
Off.
Yeah. It's in like a chapter.
Okay, off now.
Hi, Mister.
Off.
I can do another Frog and Toad.
Off now for the time being. Off. Off, I said. No, can't you hear? Off it.